This is Kieran Reese, so as known as the Obsessive Books Gamer of the O.C.G, and I'm here playing, you guessed it, Blood OMEN 2! I had to restart because of fucking a glitch. But, oh well. Hopefully I'm live. Idos. Crystal Dynamics. Give me for doing this since the deals didn't do them. I never laser give me for doing this and didn't do them. "400 years after the nobleman Cain was cursed to walk the night as a vampire, and centuries before Cain would rule the wasteland of Nazgoth with his lieutenant Raziel, his path of conquest is stopped by a new enemy. The pillars of Nazgoth lie in ruin. Vampires roam the land once again, and the legacy of Cain continues."
From the shards of tattered dreams I rose, unwilling, tossed upon tides of pain that flowed and ebbed and left me searingly awake, and more revoltingly, alive. It was then I saw her for the first time.
Good evening. We did not expect you to awaken so soon. Already you surprise us.
My mind was in fragments like shattered glass. Where am I? I don't remember.
Yes. It was said your memory would be affected by your long slumber. That will pass in time. I am Uma, and I am here to help you. Know that your name is Cain, and you were once a power in the land.
I know my name, but my past, I remember fragments only.
That you awoke at all is a miracle. There was but the barest thread of life left in you. We nurtured it, fed it.
And what is this place?
You are in the city of Meridian, capital of the land of Nosgoth, the land you once sought to conquer and rule. Tell me, since you remember your name, do you also remember your nature?
Of course.
Then let me show you the future. You have been asleep for 200 years. In that time,
That's a long
this
fucking
is
nap.
what has become of Nosgoth. You were a great general, commanding an army of vampires, but the powers you opposed were too strong for you. You were struck down, your armies defeated, scattered, and destroyed. Everyone believed you to be dead.
Who defeated me?
The Seraph vampires from the world. A new leader brought them together, and wielding a new kind of magic, deadly to our kind, was able to destroy your army and kill most of the vampires. You were defeated in mortal combat by this leader, the Seraphan Lord. But that is not the end of the story. Under the guise of protecting the land from the vampire menace, the Seraphan seized control of all of Nosgoth, and their rule is not kind. For 200 years, the Seraphan have enslaved the humans under their iron rule, and hunted down and destroyed every vampire they could find.
They have not succeeded, however.
Not yet. And now, with your help, it is our hope to crush the Seraphan and restore order to the city.
The natural order. Vampires preying upon humans.
Naturally.
You said our hope. Who are you?
We are the Cabal, the vampire resistance. We work to undermine the Seraphan at every turn. But we are losing. With the new magic they employ, the glyph magic, they are able to find us and kill us. Our numbers are dwindling. Without help, we will not survive. We need you, Kane.
Of course you did not bring me back simply out of kindness. There must be a price.
We need you to help the Resistance. Our faces are known, they kill us on sight. But you are ancient history, long since dead and buried. You can go where we cannot. That gives us a small advantage.
How splendid for you. And why do you suppose I would do this? What is to be my reward? Your eternal gratitude.
Have you changed so much? The Seraphan Lord defeated you. Don't you want to kill him? When you have destroyed him, you can continue your ascent to power, restore your army, and rule the land at last. Does the lust for vengeance and power no longer stir you? Are you so dead?
I seem to remember that I played the pawn once before. It ended badly.
This time, you will prevail. We are simply your allies, not your betrayers. What we want from you is open and plain, with no hidden paths. If you succeed, so do we all.
Are you asking me to trust you?
We must trust one another. Together, we can defeat the Seraphan Lord. Once he is dead, his order will collapse, mindless fools that they are. But there are dangers other than the Seraphan which must be overcome.
I care not for any dangers. They will fear me, do you hear? Tell me where to find the Seraphan Lord. I'll have him buried within the hour.
Such arrogance. If it were so easy, we would have done it ourselves, Kane. And you are far too weak to fight him yet. He is protected, too, by other vampires.
Vampires in service to the Seraphan? Are they mad?
They value their lives. While they serve the Seraphan Lord, he lets them live.
I will enjoy destroying them.
You would be lucky to survive one such encounter until you grow stronger. But should you prevail, then you will be able to absorb their veins and thus gain new abilities. To our kind, these are called the dark gifts.
I look forward to meeting these traitors to our kind. My senses spun. My body ached. Weakness overcame me.
You have the thirst upon you. Come, vampire. It is time for you to feed.
Yes.
The slums. Welcome to Meridian. Hey, man.
Cain, do not be afraid.
What magic is this?
I am using the Whisper, Cain, a natural ability of vampires. In this way, we can keep in contact even over
what time of the Game Awards?
Yes, I remember now. She had been in my thoughts. I almost believed I had called her myself.
Never fear. I cannot read your thoughts, but only speak into your mind and hear you in return. Now, proceed down this street. I shall be waiting. Welcome to the slums, Cain. We are in the oldest and most decrepit part of the city, where few people dare to come. A perfect place to train you.
Train me? Do you take me for a dog?
Alright, man.
Your memory has been shattered, and your body has
You should just, whenever, if I miss it, just
what skills you had must
hit
be
me up.
recovered before you can be of any use to the Cabal. You must learn to fight and to survive.
I thought you were taking me to feed.
Patience, vampire. First, know that you are stronger and faster than mortal men, able to jump higher and farther than any human that ever lived. When your path is blocked, seek for a place to jump. Now, join me up here. Know that you also have the ability to float. When you are on a ledge, such as this one, you may land silently and carefully by floating down. This will be important when I train you to kill. Now, follow me.
She would discover I needed little training in how to kill. The city is a labyrinth.
All the better for a hunting ground. Tell me, Cain, are you hungry?
Yes.
I have a
I'm hungry
for you
for
down
justice.
there. A thug from a local gang of criminals. He sought to murder yet another helpless victim, but he met me instead.
Spare me the moral anecdote. And
Yeah, I hope we get a release date.
Drink then. I will be waiting below.
Blood.
I see you are restored.
I am.
Blood is your life. Without it, you will die. If you are wounded, seek out blood to restore your vitality. You must know too, that by drinking the blood of others, you will gradually become stronger and harder to kill. We call this a vampire's lore. The more creatures you drink from, the more lore you will gain, and the greater your health will become. Leave no enemy alive, Cain. You will need their blood and their lore to survive. Now, let us continue. Superior to humans in many ways, we also have certain weaknesses that they do not possess. Though it is life-giving to humans, water is deadly to vampires. Its touch burns our skin. Immersion in water can kill us. Avoid it at all costs. Also know that scattered throughout Meridian are relics of our ancestors. Useless to humans, only vampires can access these coffers and use the power within. Seek these out on your journey.
It's good to see you, Max. My favorite food, red orbs. I'm doing okay, man. I started this and played like the first hour, then I ran into a crash that actually deleted my save file and I had to restart. Thankfully I was able to back it up, but yeah. I'll be sure to save a lot more often now. I think it's a problem with the game actually, it still has some bugs.
I spoke before of our mortal enemies, the Seraphan. It is their sworn crusade to destroy all vampires, and for this they have developed special defenses. You see here a ward gate.
What precisely does it do?
Should you so much as touch it, you will be burned as by fire. The Seraphan have raised these wards throughout Meridian. We can go no farther this way. Follow me into the sewer.
Yeah, with the right phone you can. My phone would fucking explode.
Your ability to survive will depend upon your ability to fight. It's time for you to learn how to kill. Your first line of defense is your agility. You can dodge around an opponent using your inhuman speed. You can also defend yourself by blocking attacks. I shall now strike at you. Do not be concerned. I shan't use my claws. Block my attacks, and we can proceed to the next lesson. We are all armed with a natural weapon, our claws. Use them to kill your enemies. You can practice by attacking me.
Get the fuck out of here!
If you see an enemy become tired, use this opportunity to grab him. Once grabbed, you can throw him a great distance. Excellent. Your lesson is over for the moment. Continue through the sewer, and I shall meet you again shortly.
Oh no, a bandit! Whatever will I do? Ah!
Here you are at last. Through this door lies your first true test. A gang of criminals are encamped ahead, and one of their number stands guard, unaware that his fate approaches.
Which, you know, fun fact. If you remember, due to Lord Bloodwoman, the first people that Kane kills are the bandits that kill him. He's so like his start into the world is killing like 15 bandits.
You must kill him, Kane. You have the skill to block and dodge his attacks. Bring him down using your claws. Once you have felled him, drink his blood to restore yourself from any wounds you may receive. I will be watching.
You done, bro. You know, that's something that makes me super nostalgic, Max. PS2 transparency effect.
Also possess dark gifts. These are our supernatural abilities. Our curse develops differently in each of us, giving us unique powers. Much of your former power, Kane, has been weakened during your long hibernation, but you yet retain a single dark gift. The mist you see here can be used to your advantage. You have the ability to assume a mist form and become nearly invisible. You can move silently to bring
The way that
down
fog
the
looks
prey
is
from
fucking
behind.
sick.
At times when you are outnumbered, look for mist from which to kill your enemies silently. If you are pursued, you can hide in mist to escape. Now, use this gift to kill those before you in the cemetery. I will let you continue when the deed is done.
Okay, there's nobody else here. There's a trophy to feed on 200 people, so I'm just killing all the NPCs I see. Everything will die, except for the cats. The cats will survive. There will be no cat massacre in my empire.
What manner of sorcery is this?
This is glyph energy, a new form of magic brought into the world with the rise of the Seraphan. It supplies power to all of Meridian. The gate you see can be opened using this energy. Activate the glyph box. This will bring power to the gate.
Yeah, glyph shit is how they kind of introduced steampunk to Nazgoth. Give me that magic!
Well done. The glyphs are operated by the Glyph Rights, a secret society existing within Meridian.
Yeah, for some fucking reason, when you play PS2 games, they don't let you stretch the screen to fit.
Very little is known about their origins.
I don't know why they do that for PS1, but not for PS2.
Meridian engage in their filthy commerce.
But yeah, I understand, yeah.
Is the bridge that leads to the
this game actually was on Xbox. It was on Xbox and GameCube. In fact, Blood and Mature is the only Legacy of Kain game that ever came to a Nintendo system. Ever.
And where are you going?
I shall scout ahead to ensure...
Well, actually, not anymore. The Soul Reaver Remastered came to Switch.
Sure that you don't meet any Seraphan patrols. You aren't ready for them yet.
But it's the only game that originally came to a Nintendo console.
To leave me to my own devices.
Consider it an act of goodwill.
Oh, and actually, hold on one second. I want to show you the title screen for this game, Max. The title screen for this game I think is fucking sick. Oh, could you? I love the look of it, the fucking heartbeat start logo, and then the actual when you hit start. You see the mural on the wall and all that stuff? I think that's super fucking cool. You thought you were gonna narc me to the bandits? There's definitely a game that earns the M rating.
How rude. What are you?
One of these days, Steph is gonna fucking beat your ass. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch the controls around. I'm gonna make the R1 R2, and I'm gonna make L1 L2 because the holding or the right trigger feels much better for lock on. You know what I mean? Yeah, I agree. Hardly any console games back in the day let you swap the control scheme around, and usually if they did, it was preset control schemes that they made. You know, I've always thought that it should be standard to have a custom control scheme. And so, yeah, that making that available is great, along with the save states and the rewind, so...
Come, this way. Follow me.
Where are we going?
I am taking you to Sanctuary, the heart of the Cabal. It is time that you meet our leader.
It was time indeed to hear this so-called leader's plans, and learn what he thought his plans might be for me.
Cain, this way.
Vampire! Here, close the gate.
Cain, you must find a way to reach the lower city. The smuggler's tunnel will take you there.
Pestilent vampire, die!
Go to the Grand Hotel in the slums. A contact will meet you there. He will tell you where to go.
Stinking, verminous, blood-sucking.
Yeah.
Do you want your death now? Come.
Well, I'm still saying there was a shit ton of PS2 games Like this one that didn't have remappable controls, man.
Changed beyond all recognition, in a land that was under a curse. Should I follow her, as she asked, or go my own way, find my own answers? But answers were promised me in Sanctuary. After that, I would know what to do.
What do we have?
This game actually, in some ways, kind of reminds me of shooters, like Max Payne and several other games that you most commonly saw around this era. You walk on a pivot. You see what I mean? You know exactly what I'm talking about, and you've played plenty of games like that. Whereas this is the only Legacy of Kain game that has a movement system like that. Shit. I have mixed feelings about it. It just depends. On one hand, I get why they do that for a shooter. And it makes sure the camera is always level. On the other hand, though, it makes turning stiffer than it needs to be. And it is weird to see the character just turning without moving their feet and just fucking floating above the ground.
Did you see that? Stay back!
This game, the camera though kind of bothers me. This game has something I fucking hate with the camera. When you turn the camera, it only pivots in the direction, and it only stays there as long as you hold it. I fucking hate it when games do that. I really, really do. Oh, hey, a knife. Yeah, that's a lot more my style. It kind of reminds me of like GoldenEye. One of the reasons why I have trouble playing GoldenEye and all that shit is because GoldenEye works like that, but with the shooter controls where you start in the center, and instead of actually moving your arm, you pivot it to the right and it comes back as soon as you let go. Fucking hate that. They call it look spring. They had that, you know, in the first 2 Time Splitters, and I was so relieved that you could turn that shit off in Time Splitters 3. Oh, that's good. Because I fucking hate it. Like, I honestly cannot think of, like, a single benefit to be gained from it, honestly. Open up, motherfucker! That's right, run away. Blocking is one of the main ways that you get your raid, so... Time Splitters 1 and 2 do. Time Splitters 3 can be turned off. Health upgrade! Alice Madness Returns also has this type of movement. I actually really think you'd like Alice. I'm sorry. Not Madness Returns. That's the first one. American McGee's Alice. The Madness Returns is the second one. But I think you would like both of them.
What do we have here?
God, I think Legacy of Kain has the coolest version of bloodsucking. It's just such a small thing. You know, and from a gameplay perspective, of course I know why they do it. You know, it's so you don't have to get right next to him, but just the idea of pulling the fucking blood out, man, like telekinetically, is just so fucking sick to me. I don't know when this give me for doom, I send the deal and doom. I don't know when this give me for doom, I send the deal and doom. Hello, are you Deep Throat?
I was told to meet someone here. Who's there? You must be Kay.
Yeah, no shit.
Curious that you would help one such as I.
We hate the Sarafan, we humans. The things they do, it's not right, not natural. If your kind can bring them down, I'll help you, I will.
But they actually made a version of Alice for PS3. You should look into downloading if you can.
Go through, it will lead you to the smuggler's den. Careful though, there's rogues down there that'll attack you on sight.
Then they will die.
Wait! Tell Uma that I helped you, please. She promised me the dark gift if I did as she asked. You'll tell
It's
her
only like a
I'm
gig,
certain
Max.
Uma will give you all that you deserve.
Originally Alice was only on PC, and then it never came to console. They did Alice Madness Returns, and no, not at all. Not at all. They did a sequel, Alice Madness Returns, for PS3 and 360, and as a pre-order bonus, or later as a DLC, you could purchase console port of Alice, the original Alice, and it was the whole game. It's like a third-person shooter, but with weapons but with like cards and magic instead of guns. It's not horror at all. I mean, it has dark gothic shit, but it's not meant to scare you. It's like a shooter. It's made on the Quake engine. Well, a shooter platformer, you know what I mean? Chapter 2, The Den, Creatures of the Night.
Greetings, Cain.
You eluded the guards.
They were only human. Welcome to one of the glories of our fair city, the Smuggler's Den. As squalid as you found the slums, you will find this place even more offensive. Rogues and thieves rule the streets, and of course the Seraphan too have their own dealings here. You may expect small help from the inhabitants, and more trouble.
I do not require their hospitality. You spoke of a smuggler's tunnel I must find?
Yes, it is hidden somewhere in
I really like the art style of this game.
I know not where. I have sent word to a member of the Cabal to help you. You will find him at the tavern, deep within this district.
How will I know this person?
He will know you. Find the tavern quickly. We will speak again later.
Pardon me, Governor.
I didn't even have to do that, it's just fun. Well, I mean, I do have to feed on them to get one of the trophies. You have to feed on 200 people. But there's so many fucking people in this game at all fucking times that you're almost assured that it's not one of those things that's like, oh, you have to try to get it. So... Hey, these are my townspeople to kill and maim indiscriminately. Yeah, the AI for this game is kind of stupid. Oh, I saw him there for a second, but he's gone now.
Die. No, no.
I also like it when games let you jump onto a ladder. Like, you don't have to start at the bottom, like, you can jump onto it, so, like, for midway, it's just a thing that I like when games do.
Stay back!
Did you see that? What was that?
And trying to do something cool and just fucking it up at every turn. Oh well.
What are...
Yeah, why is that? Because you can, like, go up them independent of movement. Or looking.
you a lesson. You don't belong around here.
Yeah, I might as well let him build up my rage bar. Plus, one of the trophies is to get 10 weapons. Break. So blocking helps fill my rage bar and helps me break the weapon, so.
What do we have?
Right now there's only 2 weapons I've been getting, but the game actually has a good variety of weapons. Great swords, spears, axes, daggers. Like, the game actually does have a pretty decent weapon list. It's actually a decently sized game. Nice! Yeah, that's what I think of now when you talk and say nice, is that fucking beam. First guy, nice! Plus, you get more powers as the game goes on. As you can see, there's like all these slots. So, but you have to kill boss vampires to get those powers.
I'm gonna cut you to pieces. What was that?
And you can either have it set to skill block, where you have to press block at the exact moment they attack, or just assist a block, which is just holding it. I just have it set to hold block. Actually. What do you mean go in 3D? You say it like it's a bad thing they went 3D. I actually think they got better when they went to 3D. Blood Omen is great, and I like Blood Omen 1, but it's really showing its age now. And there are parts of Blood Omen that just frustrate the fuck out of me. How clunky, how fucking confusing it is to find your way around. Combat is way too simplistic. Having to constantly pause the fucking game to switch weapons, which becomes a fucking pain in the ass when you get multiple weapons. Oh, I need this weapon. Pause, load, swap to the thing, get the weapon, unpause, load, back in the game. Oh, I gotta switch again. And shit like that.
I'm gonna cut you to pieces.
Plus, honestly, I think this, while I have a lot of problems with Blood Omen 2's story and its continuity errors, Yeah. I think Soul Reaver has good controls. I don't have problems with controls in Soul Reaver. This game, I have problems with its story and how it has glaring continuity errors and shit that doesn't make sense. But the actual gameplay, I think they did a pretty good job updating the gameplay of Blood Omen to 3D with Blood Omen 2. This feels like Blood Omen, but in 3D.
What do we have here?
I'm trying to see what each weapon has unique stealth kill animation. I wanted to see what the one for the sword was. Son of a whore. Okay, throat slit. Appropriately graphic.
Well, what do we have here?
I'm playing games, you're scaring me.
Fucking archers. I don't know which I fucking hate worse. Archers and snipers or suicider enemies. Those have to be my okay, archers, suiciders, and small flying I actually think it'll be fine if they decided to remaster Blood Omen 1, because they would essentially be remaking Blood Omen 1, because you can't remaster pixels, so they'd just be redrawing pixels, but it also would not be that expensive to redo pixels. There's a reason why most indie games go for the pixel look, because it's nowhere near as complicated and expensive. So it would be more like a remake. But I'm not really worried about it, because the same team that did Soul Reaver 1 and 2 remastered would be doing Blood Omen remastered and Blood Omen 2 remastered, or just 1. And they kept the aesthetics for Soul Reaver, which also has a very particular look. You know, the HD textures manage, and the new character models look more detailed, but keep the original aesthetic perfectly. So they've already done it once. And second of all, the chick who is the leader of the project, Raina Aldrin, she already did texture packs for Blood Omen in her heyday. That's one of the reasons why she got the call to lead the project, because she had already made several HD fan mods for Blood Omen. So, you know, and just some simple fucking tweaks, dude. Some simple tweaks that they could make in a Blood Omen remaster would make Blood Omen, just some simple tweaks, man, would make this game, or make Blood Omen 1 so much better, dude. Like, they could remove all the loading screens. They already are severely reduced on PC, but on a modern port, they could remove all the loading screens between zones. Just flick, flick, flick. Instant menu opening, instant menu closing. That alone would make Blood Omen so much better to play, because I love Blood Omen. I got the platinum. I got 95 out of 100 secrets. I'm going to go back and get the last 5 secrets. Some of them you just had to wait 2 hours, and I was like, fuck it, I don't feel like doing that right now. But I will be getting 100% on Blood Omen. But those load times really fucking add up and got on my nerves. The game was made before the DualShock existed, so it only has 8-way movement. Just replacing that with the, you know, full analog stick controls would be smoother to move around. They could have hotkeys on the D-pad, since they're now using the analog stick, and so you could swap weapons, so you wouldn't have to pause the game and so ding 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 weapon. You know, they could have there's too many to hot map them, but they could have a radio menu for magic, because there's like 25 magic spells in Blood Omen where you hold the magic button and then you know, like a radio to move the stick for the magic. So then you wouldn't have to pause the game to switch at all. You could have all your weapons. You could have all of your weapons on the D-pad, and then have a radio menu for the magic. And then if you hold the magic button and hit a button on the face, you can map 4, because you could originally have 4 selected in Blood Omen. And boom! Like, just, like, literally just those tweaks would be fucking perfect, dude. The loading screens were the biggest problem, and then not having to pause the menu to switch spells and weapons, having them all quick swappable, would just those 2 tweaks would make Blood Omen 10 million fucking times better, and would not take even that much to do, you know what I mean? Maybe add, like, more directions, a more detailed map, because the map in Blood Omen works on a surface level, but it doesn't show you where any of the towns are. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, they don't really, though. You know what I mean? Something as simple as just a direction would help you, you know what I mean? I really hope that we get remasters of the other games in the series. I hope they do Blood Omen 1 and 2 next. And then Defiance, or maybe just do all three, the remaining three with one collection, because it'd be weird to do a thing that was just Defiance. So if they do like part 2, and it would, have the rest of the games, or at the very least, just re-release Defiance like Blood O.M.E.N 1 and 2 as a classic on the store. Because obviously, while I'd rather be remastered, I'd rather have it just in general and not at all. If they're not going to remaster it, at least bring it to the store, the PS2 classic version with trophies. And I want a remaster, but that would be enough for me, because it would mean all the games are on one system.
Sir, a moment of your time.
You know me?
I was instructed to look for you, yes, sir. I am a friend of the Cabal, sir. One of many in the city. I am here to assist you.
Then do so by all means.
The smuggler's tunnel, you see, is hidden in a cavern underground. The thieves enter by way of the church outside, but there is no entrance there for any but themselves. You, sir, must go beyond the church and find a lift. This will take you underground.
Where precisely is this lift?
In a collapsed section of the district beyond the church. The church, remember, sir, is forbidden to all but the thieves. The guards there will attack you should they but lay eyes on you.
I will be most careful.
I'm also really, really, really looking forward to the Tomb Raider 4 through 6 remaster collection in February, because 1 through 3 was fucking fantastic, just about all I could ask for from a remaster. And 2, this is even more ambitious, because, aside from overhauling Chronicles, obviously all 3 games are getting an extensive graphical overhaul. Obviously, all 3 games are going to benefit from better controls, especially Tomb Raider Chronicles and Tomb Raider 4. That have the tank-based controls are going to benefit from the modern control scheme like 1 through 3. But they're taking this a step above, because they're not just modernizing the controls and upgrading the visuals for Angel of Darkness. They're basically restoring all the cut content from the game and fixing the bugs. It's like the director's cut of Angel of Darkness. They're including levels that were never in the original game that have now been brought in and fixed and bringing them in seamlessly. They're including unused voice lines, unused mechanics. They're going back in, and the parts of the game that people hated because it was rushed, because even the developer said it was super duper rushed, and that's where like all the problems from Angel of Darkness came. It needed about an extra 6 months in the oven, and they just wanted it to launch alongside the movie. Dude. Yeah, they kind of are, man. The guy who's doing the fucking 4 through 6 is the guy who made that mod. So even if they weren't doing the work for this project, it's his work and he has every right to use it, for one. For two, he has straight up said they're not just reusing his mod. He went back over all of his stuff and is redoing it because he has a budget and a team working with him now. So, yeah, they are doing that amount of work. And, they're restoring the cut levels. There were substantial cut levels. They're restoring the cut stuff. Like originally you could dual wield pistols and several other guns, and you couldn't dual wield in the retail game. They're going back through and they're getting rid of the bugs that were there. And then they're fixing stuff like that. So Angel of Darkness had so much going for it. It had a lot of amazing ideas, a lot of stuff. It was super ambitious for the time. And it was truly something that you'd never seen in the Tomb Raider series before or after. It's a one-of-a-kind entry in the series. But it just had so many problems because it was rushed out the oven. So now not only will we be able to play it at 60 FPS with modernized controls, better graphics, photo mode, but we will be able to play it the way it was originally intended to be played. and that makes it Aspire's most ambitious project yet.
Somebody help me, please! Guard, call the Seraphan! What are you?
Hello, Steph. Skepticals.
What are you?
Delicious blood. Kane, but I hope none of these guys have Hep C. Yeah, I've got to side with Steph on this one, Max. If I'm going to be forced to sit through the fucking Game Awards, you're going to be forced to as well. Okay. Yep, you've been exposed. Max, you've been exposed in 4K. Woohoo! Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Ah! Oh, sweet health upgrade. Now see this, Max? The creepy mist with transparencies rolling around. The owl hooting. The church with the stained glass windows. This is peak PS2 atmosphere right here. Oh yeah, I forgot those fuckers could do charge attacks. Sweet. Give me that weapon. Oh yeah, now we're talking about real sword. Yeah. Okay, I already fed on him, just making sure. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. You should like, comment, and subscribe because it costs you nothing. It makes my day. Yeah, that's the first boss. You also get different outfits throughout the game as the story progresses. My favorite one is like this outfit. It's like a red hood. Looks fucking sick on Kane. What? Alright, man. You should do Jack and Daxter 1, dog. It won't even take you that long. And I know it sounds like a lot of collectibles, but it's really, really not. They hand them out like candy, so even though it sounds like a lot, you know, it's not. It sounds like, oh, the game has 2,000 precursor orbs. When they're giving you 500 precursor orbs an area, and they're just littered around the area in plain sight, you're like, oh, okay, it's not that bad. Like, it sounds like a big number. It's really not. You're gonna be collecting them like fucking candy. Ooh, I want to see what the stealth kill animation for this weapon is. Ah, son of a... It's really fucking temperamental with that. Okay, that's a torso rip. You disembowel, bitch! Also, I think it's hilarious. You could open the gate, and these two miners decide they're gonna shut it. So, I love what comes next. Man, it would be a shame if these workers would have an untimely accident. Should've let me through! Let the guts hit the floor! Let the guts hit the floor! So, what do you hope to see the most of the Game Awards, Steph? What do you hope to see the most of the Game Awards, Max? What would make the event like a big success for you? And a challenge, you can't say Max Payne, Max. Give me another game announcement that you would be excited for. Okay, right. You know what? Okay. I'm going to save on this file, and then I'm going to save on this one, and I'm going to save double, because this is where the game froze, and fucking... accidentally corrupted my save, like right there. And I even looked in the patch notes, they mentioned fixing some freezing, so it seems like it really is a game issue. What? Yeah. I just said, besides that, Max. Give me a game announcement that you would be stoked for. That's not Max Payne. Okay. Hold on. You love GTA 3, might as well. Bioshock. Doesn't it have multiplayer trophies? I thought it had multiplayer trophies. Motorstorm 2 is good. Red Faction 2, good luck with that. God, getting all the bonus objectives and all that shit is a pain in the ass. Ah, that sucks. You never told me that, man. What's up?
The groceries are on their way. We've got a problem. There's that bag of trash sitting over there in front of the door. It's gonna be delayed. You don't visit the store. It's groceries up.
It'll be fine, Mom. I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
When is... Do you have an ETA? Do you have an ETA?
Not yet. You get it on my phone.
Alright, I love you. Bye. Groceries. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a given, Steph. They first announced Delta. You fucker. They first announced Delta at the Game Awards. So. What's up?
1 minute away.
Alright, I love you.
Right.
Bye. Alright, groceries are here. I will be right back after I get done doing the groceries. If not, I'll see you in a bit. You guys can join me when I come back.